Hello.
Yes, Daniel, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right, cool. Still not different. My voice still like this, but I can try to communicate.
Alright.
Math 5.
How you take on the binomial distribution or anything else?
We can continue with the binomial one. I think that's a good idea. What's the school class doing?
I haven't had lessons since last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, and last Wednesday was my lesson, last math one. I have math tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's been a week.
Really? Wow. Okay. Tomorrow's class will most likely be on
binomial distribution.
Right. Okay, good. All right. So let's do that lah. Let's get slightly ahead, and your class will be better lah. Okay, on page 4, yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I've said that I think the part A is a typo lah, yeah. So we're starting with part B lah. Would that be okay?
Or maybe it will contain no defective pens.
Yep. So I think that is the first question lah. Not A, the probability lah. No, right? Okay. I was trying to summarize binomial to you, right? Three numbers are needed, which is 7, half, and 0. If these three numbers make sense to you, you will be able to use your GDC appropriately. What do you think about these three numbers? Let that be a revision also, right? Okay.
Where's the 0 come from?
0, I'm sorry, 0 what, sorry?
Which is 0? 0 is K.
All right, okay, what is 0? So first, 7 is the amount of tries. Can we say that? So I'm going to take 7 sample, right? Okay. Half is half lah, whatever. And I want to address something here. Normally, we will say something like this. The moment I draw a pen, the number of, let's say I draw a defective pen. The number of defective pen in a box has decreased by 1, correct? Which will affect the half into less than half lah. Because, you know, the number of defective pen has decreased because I've taken 1 out already. Does that make some sense?
Yeah, I guess.
So I am assuming that that is not happening here, which is a very bad case of a question, very bad. This is where they say in binomial, you assume that each case is independent. That means the half never change. I mean, putting it simple, the half never change. But even just a little bit of thinking, a box of pen is not a crate of pen, right? It's still a limited amount of pen. So the half should have changed. We are pretending that it doesn't change here. This is a very bad case of a question, a very bad case, the half lah. Just want to say that because, why am I saying this? Because in other topics, the one before this slide, right, the half can and should change. So there are cases there where you should consider the half change. Here we are pretending that it hasn't changed. Are we
it's
okay
like
with this? Mm-hmm.
the answer be half to the power of 7?
Something, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, this will be half to the power of 7. And therefore, what is this 0 doing? Because I think
That's what you're looking for, lah.
if you press 0 in binom PDF, you will
How you get to
encounter.
binom PDF?
Right. So first thing first, you do need to learn your calculator because very soon, like for example, in part C, using this is no longer very fun. Well, I'm not saying it's not very fun, but it's probably easier to use calculator. Why don't you compare this with the binom PDF in your calculator first, then we'll talk about it. We'll learn these two approach. You need these two approach. This one is a manual approach. You need it. You need a calculator approach. You will be needing both. Please try.
I'm trying to find how to get binom PDF.
I have no idea. Statistics.
Okay. There's a YouTube tutorial which I am looking
Yes,
at.
please do. Please. I'm not very good at English.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay.
So the number of trials n will be 7.
7, yes, 7 trials, right? Each trial success rate is half, in this case, taking defective,
Value
and then
is 0.
because I say what's the chances of not taking any, right? Which should be
How
very
do you
small.
find the x value? Okay.
No defective pen, meaning I have 7 tries and my success rate is 0 in this case. Out of the 7, none are defective, right? The 0 means that. So sorry, what do you mean? Oh, you mean how to type in the calculator, is it?
No, why is it 0? Sorry, I do not understand the explanation.
Oh, because if a sample of 7 pen is taken, right? Fine. What is the probability that it will contain no defective pen? My explanation is not enough, is it?
It means the probability of no defective pen is 0.
No, not 0. But 0 means no. No means 0. Man.
So it's either 0 or 1, is what you're saying?
No. It can be 5, it can be 6, it can be less than 3. So no means 0.
The K is the amount of defective pens. And in this case, I think it was 0 because you want no defective
because
pens.
Yep. So 0.
Because the default, the question is based on how many defective pens there are.
For example, 5 or 6. Then I'll try 5 and then I'll try 6. Something like that. So now, please try your manual approach. Still using calculator, but try that because that is important. Right? It's also important.
Yeah, same answer.
Right. So far, so good lah. This is our warm up, right? Now we go to C. I'm going a bit quick because I'm using this question to revise everything with you, as in to look at everything. So now, 5 or 6, right? You can do manual. We'll do that later, right? We'll do calculator first. We'll do binom PDF for 5 plus binom PDF for 6. Does that make sense?
So I have to do each one individually.
Yeah, individually first, and then I'll show you another method with calculator, also important.
So it would be 7, 0.55.
Yep.
And
Plus
0.56.
0.56, which should give you the answer. He say or, or means both. Right?
Sorry, the thing is really annoying.
I know. Yeah. You mean the calculator or the Jamboard? Sorry.
Jamboard.
Oh.
Every time I try to draw on it, like sometimes the pen will detect the image and it will move the image around.
Yeah. Even iPad
it happened again.
Oh yeah. Even iPad suffers from this. It's a bit surprising. Right. I guess that's why we have to make the question smaller. Yeah, we probably should just. Okay, I'm going to do that for you while you're doing your stuff. Wait, oh, that's what I did yesterday. Sorry, apologies. So I should be correcting this. Yeah. Okay, now try something else, okay, with the calculator also, so that you understand. Gonna be binom C, okay, CDF. C stands for cumulative, right? So same thing, but this will be 6 lah. So cumulative 6 means from 0 to 6 lah. So cumulative is very simple to understand. You're going to sum up the probability of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Right, that's all it means. And it's a very useful thing, by the way. See you later. Lah. Please try.
What's the point of this?
You will see it later, I promise.
Okay. Yeah, you're saying I should get the same answer.
Right. Now, for C, the manual method, because you need all method.
What is this? What is this?
What
you
is?
just wrote?
Which one?
What are you writing here?
I just wrote B and C.
What is this?
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, binom CDF. Do you have binom CDF in your function? In your calculator?
Yeah, but what you're doing this for part B or what?
Goodness
Well,
me.
I'm so confused. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Sorry, did you see what I'm writing?
No, I'm very confused. This thing just appeared. What's happening?
Go in and go out. So you can see binom CDF. I already explained to you just now. Right? Binom CDF is cumulative.
Okay, but what is the point? Are you answering question B or question C? What are you answering?
C.
5 or 6 defective bands. Why would 6 minus 4 be equal to 5 or 6? I can't do it. It doesn't allow me to minus up binom CDF.
Huh?
I can just put in the values individually.
I suppose if you could minus the two values separately, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. Your calculator doesn't allow you to do this, huh? What? Well, that's not nice at all. Wait, that's not. All right. Now, I'll show you the manual method, and then you will see the point of binom CDF in part D.
Why is it the same in part C?
I explained to you here what.
I don't understand.
Short answer first. Cumulative takes PDF. If I cumulative 6, that's the shortcut for I cumulative from PDF 0 to PDF 6. That's what the calculator is doing. Sum up everything. So he gives you immediately this whole chunk.
Yeah, I understand that part.
So since I only want 5 and 6, I go and take off 0 to follow by minusing, of course. And just take it off like that.
How is that any easier or better?
Oh, goodness me, I told you you'll see the point at part D and you will see it next. I keep saying that. Suspend your disbelief just for a while. Just for a while. You will see the fruits later. Including when the teacher explained, because the teacher most likely just jumped to it.
Okay.
Now I'm going to talk about the manual one, same thing. This is the manual method for part C. This is the breakdown of PDF 5. This is PDF 5. And this is PDF 6. And trust me, you will need it later. Just showing you first. Could you please give it a try? Is it correct or not?
Let me try part D.
No. Could you try part C first? See whether it's same.
Okay. Right. The 7, 5, and 7, 6, 7, choose 5, right?
Correct. You will be needing that.
Wait, I accidentally erased everything. Yeah, the answer isn't the same.
Sorry, is the same or isn't the same? Sorry.
Same.
Same, yeah? Now, for part D. Now, for part D, yeah? For part D, you currently have three methods, the manual one, the calculator with PDF, the calculator with CDF, right? Let's call this the three methods. Now, for part D, which one do you think is the best?
Less than 3 defective pens.
Yep. What does that mean then? And which one is the best?
1 minus 5 defective pens.
Sorry, what? 1 minus, sorry?
1 minus 5 defective pens. So we get the probability of less than 3 defective. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
No, that doesn't make sense at all. No. By the way, we're running out of space, so later, please, let's go to the page 5 to do DEF, yeah?
Less than 3 defective pens means the probability of 2 defective pens are?
No. Less than 3 can be 2.
Sorry. Binom CDF are 2.
But yes, because 0, 1, and 2. That's what it means. Correct? Of course, you can do PDF 0 plus PDF 1 plus PDF 2. Slightly more inconvenience. Okay, please give it a try.
Next page.
Right. You will be needing this. Yeah? Now, one question before part E. Yeah? The manual method. Is it PDF or CDF?
Yeah. The most likely number of defective pens in the sample of 7 pens.
Wait, before you move on, the manual method, is it PDF or CDF?
I'm trying to think. Not sure. Most likely number of defective pens.
So no, not part E. No. Never mind, never mind. Let's just do part E. You seem to be in a rush, yeah?
I thought you were saying part E. Did I hear wrongly?
No. Said before we never mind. Look, never mind. Just never mind.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay. This might be my voice. First thing first. If I shout a bit harder, is it clearer?
Yeah, a little.
All right. I mean, my voice will be like
you might just have to repeat. I might just have to ask you to repeat one more time if I can't hear clearly.
Right.
Okay. So just to be clear, you asked me the manual method for D or E?
No. My question is the manual method, not for part E. the manual method is binom PDF or binom CDF.
What are you talking about? Could you repeat that again?
All right, never mind. We'll come to that later. We'll just come to that later. Now, part E. Now, listen to me. Part E, you may be tempted to do your calculator binom PDF 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just to see the numbers. That's one way to do it. Make sense or not?
Okay.
So then you'll get the answer 3, 4. Okay. Method two is to realize that they're not symmetrical. Sorry. Then I'm going to talk about this only in this question, right? So method 2 is to use the table function in your calculator. I am not very good at using calculator. I've never, I don't use GDC. That's the problem. But I know your calculator can do it. So method 2, which is better, table everything, ask the calculator to do the job, right? You want to pay attention to your teacher. How am I going to table this 18? Right? If you know already, excellent, no?
Yeah,
That's what we want to
I'm
use.
doing it now.
Good. So try to table.
So in the first column of X, this is 0 to 7, right?
I believe so.
0, 7. Okay. And then
Is the table working out for you?
And then, yeah, probability of success is 0.5, right?
I'm sorry, what? Sorry, 0, sorry.
Probability of success is half.
Yeah, half.
And the X value is still 0.
From 0 to 7, no? Because
Yeah.
he wants you to survey everything, ma.
Okay.
So
It's
we
just all the
just
probabilities are the same, though.
absolutely not lah. I can guarantee you it's absolutely not the same lah.
Oh, wait, I messed up. Okay. Statistics, distributions, random PDF. The X value should be something else.
I'm sorry, you're saying.
So number of trials is 7. Probability is half. And make the X value just X. 0.
I guess, yeah, x, and then x can be 0 until 7.
Okay, can. So the largest ones are 3 and 4. Lah.
Correct. Which you can tell they are not the same. They're not the same, man.
Yeah.
Why?
You can
Look at
insert a picture if you want. Or
if
you do not
you
really care.
no, I know the result of the table. I just don't know how to
Yeah,
type
okay.
it. I also know that the answer is 3 or 4, not because of the answer key. But this is a good method for you to have. Good. They will sometimes, they will never tell you can use table. So like it should be in your repertoire lah. Should be in your repertoire to survey like this.
Okay.
Right. So
But
far
it's
so
just
good.
the most likely number, not
Correct.
numbers. So is it 3 or is it 4? Because they're equal.
The question is also not nice lah. He should have written it this way lah. If he does not want to give it away, he should have written it this way: number or numbers. Not gonna tell you lah. By right, if he write number, the answer is only 1, which is a very bad way of constructing the question. Really bad, you know. This is like bad. Like bad. This is like no manners lah. Like it's misleading lah. It's misleading, that kind of thing. That kind of bad. Not helpful lah. Not helpful. Right. This one I'm sure lah. And you point out. Now, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
Now F, yeah, for 2 minutes, yeah. Now F, if your teacher give you the formula, I guess better lah. The calculator doesn't have any auto function for this, I guess. However, I just want to say that the expected number has been and always is, 0, 1, 7, right? And this is the probability law. It has always been, this times this plus this times that. Has always been like that. And that would be your expected number of defective pens. That is by right, the method lah, by right.
Expected number of defective pens in the subgroup. Oh, okay.
Expected means, the quote-unquote mean, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time. So never change from previous one. Never change from DRV one. Because binomial is DRV one. It is discrete one, so to speak. Okay. So it's just that we haven't constructed the table, and it is quite a manual labor to work with. Now, I have 1 minute. I'm going to tell you something, and then we go break first. If you look at your table, you will realize that the table is symmetrical. Am I making any sense?
It goes up and it goes down.
Not just that, 0 is equal to 7, 1 equal to 2, 2 equal to 5, 3 equal to 4, correct?
Yeah.
This is only true in this question. That's very misleading if you think like that, because the probability of success is half, failure also half. That's why it's symmetrical. If you just shift by a little bit, 60%, 40%, it is no longer symmetrical. Can you imagine that first?
Say again? Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Success 50%, right? So failure 50%, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why the table is symmetrical.
Well, if it was any other number, it wouldn't be symmetrical.
Oh, it wouldn't at all. You can just try. So, and that is what will happen. That will happen, not symmetrical, right? Now, why am I talking about this is because this question is very tempting to just cheat. For example, I know by experience this is symmetrical. This is the first time for you, but half. What is this question, man? I already know the answer is 3.5 because the table is so symmetrical. The expected value will be between 3 and 4, obviously, but only because it's symmetrical. If it is not symmetrical, I cannot do that at all. I have to do the more laborious process, which is this one. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm curious what your teacher will do. Will he also cheat because he knows certain things, which is totally useless in exam? Because exam will not give you symmetrical, like no way, man. Right? Let's see what he do. Same thing with standard deviation. No? By right, it's laborious. You just plug in the formula, but it's still a laborious thing to do. So guaranteed value, a guaranteed mark, but laborious in that sense. Okay, so far so good.
Yep.
This is the basic skill of binomial. Everything we cover already. We'll be using the same thing for the next few questions. Hopefully, they'll give you a bit more challenge. I'll see you then.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Line 15. Bye-bye.
Bye. Miranda, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My voice also still like this. If you have difficulty hearing me, pause. Sometimes your audio not so good, right? If you have difficulty hearing me, tell me. I'll try to speak again, or I'll just chat like last time. Okay?
Okay.
Now, Kirana, let's go to the previous Jamboard, right? I say that.
We need to update the Jamboard.
Yes, please. Just a short one will do. Sunday. If I'm not mistaken, your literature exam is done, right?
Yeah.
How is it for you? Is literature stressful for you or not?
It's okay.
I don't know much about literature. I hope you enjoy it. Do you enjoy literature?
Okay lah.
Okay, right.
I go take my math textbook first.
Please.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
I take picture of the question first.
So what kind of question are you talking about?
It's
The
the same
home-
question as the,
The homework, is it? Is the homework?
yeah.
Okay, wait, I have one question first here for your homework. Please look at page 7, question 3A, right?
Which one?
Page 7. In page 7. Are you in page 7? Question
Oh, I'm
3A.
trying to go in. It's like not letting me go in.
Oh, right. Yeah, this does happen with connections. Hmm. Tell me when you're in. Sometimes we just have to be
Is
patient.
it the one that's like 20 pages?
No, it's no, it's the one, the Jamboard that you wrote just now.
Huh?
You just wrote on the same Jamboard, right? You just wrote on the same Jamboard. I just went to page 7 of that Jamboard.
Yeah, I'm just in.
Are you in? Okay, good. So I have a question here, yeah? I have a question here for 3A, right? Have your teacher discussed this question?
No, not yet.
Right, so check, I want to write down here, check. Sorry, so when will your teacher check? I'm sorry, because I thought he would have discussed the homework by today or Monday, something like that.
Maybe like tomorrow or
Okay,
like
then
Thursday.
understand. Then when it is discussed by your teacher, then we'll talk about that. Okay, understand.
Mm.
Um, so I guess you do have homework, right? Yeah. So I guess we
Yeah.
should continue doing them right for now. Okay, please let's do that. Are you doing page 9 then? Because page 9 seems to be from last time.
Oh no, it's not that.
Okay, so we're gonna ignore page 9. Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, sure thing. Mirana, I'm not seeing anything new yet. Please tell me if you did
Wait, I
not.
think I don't know. I lost my Jamboard or something.
Uh, uh, were you trying to add? Okay, I think now you're in again.
Okay, found it.
Oh, so you are doing this question. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. For the Rana, are you stuck?
Still thinking.
I have listed for you the three things that you were doing.
Mm.
Is this correct? You were basically choosing between these three things lah, to do. Hopefully this will help you, yeah?
Yeah, wait, I still thinking.
Sure. Elliot, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. My voice is still like this, yeah? If I'm not speaking clearly, just tell me, lah. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Okay, let's use Sunday's gem mode, yeah? Tell me a quick update, Elliot. What is happening in Elliot? Just give me a quick update. Sorry, are you typing or something?
No. I was taking my things.
All right.
The teacher is starting on cubic polynomials and equations.
Cubic, yes. Okay, cubic polynomial is what we're doing, right? Okay, and equations. You mean he went through factor theorem quickly, lah, something like that?
Yeah. He say it's similar to the remainder. So then
Alright.
we can just do.
All right, but no assignment yet, lah.
Oh, but we did like quite. We did like half the assignment already, so then I really finished the rest.
Right. So no. What I'm trying to say is that the class haven't talked about the assignment, lah. Not yet, lah.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Right, I understand.
But
So
like I know the questions are.
Very good, because that's what we need. So the assignment is what's giving you experience, lah, and you're doing it early. That means you are an experienced guy, lah, in the subset, lah. Okay, all right, Kakak Brian. Okay, I can see. Okay, so I think for today, then it will be good. Kakak Brian and Elliot, I'll be putting you guys into the breakout room. Manish, I can see you, yeah? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. Have you seen my WhatsApp?
Oh, I already replied.
Right.
I'm a bit stuck.
We can try that. Kirana, I've written 2 more hints. Have you seen them? If cannot, go in and go out. So, Ainesh, today, what are we doing?
Is it okay if we do like till 9 and then tomorrow we do 9 to 10?
I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay. Then I can do both math and chem. Okay, if tomorrow's
Today,
emptier, then we do math, and today we just do some chem, since we haven't done math.
no. I mean, unless you want to talk about the previous topic lah, for
For
chem. So
yeah.
if you're talking about OChem, then that will be next Monday, lo. No,
I don't
rasa.
say about okay.
If you want to talk about the
Yeah.
previous topic, then can. But yeah, sure. But today, half an hour, I don't think we can talk about both chem and math lah.
Not real.
Unless,
You do math tomorrow.
sure thing. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, share the jumper.
Okay. Kirana, are you seeing the hint?
Yeah, but I still a bit stuck.
Okay. Why don't you first try the teacher's method?
Like you mean my teacher's method?
Yesterday you say to me that this is the teacher's method. So for example, something like this.
Okay.
Let's try for the green one, yeah? Okay, I understand your update, Aimesh. Thank you.
I know. Can I erase like your work because I know space already?
Yes, you can. Okay, let's stop there. Sorry, Kirana. Kirana, stop. Kirana, stop. Stop, yeah? Only for the green one. Only for the green one. Only for the green one, please.
Then yeah, I did the first two already.
I know. So write down the rest the same. Don't do your teacher's method here.
Huh? What do you mean? So like.
So you did
Put
partial teacher method. Partial teacher method. For example, I'm asking you not to touch this one and this one, right? So just keep them the same. So what you will do is, you will do, I'm gonna try. That stays the same, right? Can you see anything?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean by keeping them the same? So like that.
Yeah.
Okay. If you understand, erase my work and then redo it. Ainesh, do you have the question in?
Yeah, I'm turning on the video first.
Could you please try the kick, Kirana? Try the kick. Do you know what kick means?
Is it like factorize?
I did say here, right? Sec1 factorization. So keeping out the common things, right? So please try that. No, you did that wonderfully, yeah? Now let's stop there for a while. Stop, Kiran. No need to write. Stop. No need to write. Yeah? Do you see any benefit in doing the kick? Do you see any benefit, Kiran?
Yeah.
What is the benefit that you see?
It's like can put the 3/6 and then put C plus D like together.
So you can do your teacher method after that. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Please do. Now you can just do it below. You can just continue here. Would that be okay?
Wait,
Just
so
do
that
it.
erase your work?
No need. Just do it below. Should be doable. Okay, Inish, I can see your video. Immediately check the answer key, ya, Kirana.
Okay.
Kirana, have you checked?
Yeah, wait.
Inish, should we start?
Yeah.
Tell me which question or copy.
Okay. 6A, I asked my friend and copy his answer, but I don't understand.
Six.
Okay.
Too big. Okay, very nice, but too big. Yeah, a bit more, big, a bit bigger. Nice, thank you. Okay, copy 6. I'll explain the A using chatting. Yeah, save my voice. Would you please do the next question or tell me your next question?
Question 7.
So question 7 is your next question. Yeah. Would you show it to me, please?
The answer is correct.
Are you sure the answer is 4C over 2? Kirana, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you sure the answer is not 2C, for example?
I will check again.
Okay, yeah, sure. You should. Inish, for question 7, what is your question?
No, I'm gonna start question 7, but my question 6 was the one I was confused.
Of course, I'll explain it using typing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw the wrong answer.
Okay, Kirana. No, Kirana, are you tired today?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to take a break, for example?
No need.
All right. Okay. I've written the hint for question 6a, Ainesh. Now, would you like to look at that first? Or
Yes, lead
question
bromide
7?
conducts electricity. Yeah, I'm looking at it first. I'd rather understand the question than do it.
You cannot understand the question.
No. As in, I would rather do the hint than do question 7. I thought that's what you asked.
Of course. Right. I'm giving you more space, Kirana. Reminding you of your option. Finish, go in and out your typing so I can follow.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Let me finish this one.
Can you focus on Cam, please? Do your other things later. All right. I totally agree with you.
But I only know this because of memorization. But why?
This is the third time you ask this. Please write down your notes for Sec 3 and collect them in the appropriate place. You will.
Oh,
Please just write.
Oh, is it the ZAB one? The neutral.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not asking you to memorize. Please don't memorize, Ainesh. Please write down a note about what you understand. Are you ready to write a note that you will refer to?
Sure.
Right. Electricity is what, Ainesh? According to you, lah.
Electricity is what?
Yeah, according to you.
Flow of charge.
Right. Flow. Emphasis on flow.
Okay.
When lead bromide is solid, does it have charge?
No.
It does. It's ionic.
Oh.
You do not know that it is ionic. Am I
I thought
correct?
it was stable.
Please write down. Please write down how you need to know yourself that it is ionic. Do you know how?
No. Memorize, I guess.
Oh, please don't. Please don't memorize.
Okay.
Please don't memorize. No. How do you know that's oh goodness me, right? Metal and non-metal. So all Sec3 stuff, yeah, this will be your Sec3 note. No?
Yeah.
Please write down lead bromide is ionic because metal, non-metal. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Do you have to memorize that it is
No.
metal and non-metal? Do you have to memorize?
No, but I'm just putting it down in case.
How do you know then lead is metal and bromide is non-metal, or I don't know? How do you know?
I mean, I know that.
Okay, good.
Okay, so ionic only conducts when it's a solid.
Oh, what? Sorry. Write down your definition of electricity, which is actually quite good. Write down. So the lead bromide is ionic. So does it have charge?
Yeah.
So does it flow then?
Yes.
You mean a solid lead bromide can flow? Really?
You know, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Would you please write that down? It has charge, it cannot flow. It is made out of charges, but it does not flow. Kirana, are you stuck?
Wait.
Would you please do your cross method on the top guy? If you are stuck, like, yeah? Do your cross method on the, I can guarantee you that this is wrong. This one I can guarantee you this is wrong. Yeah. Try to follow my hint. Yeah. Try to follow my hint and make comparison. Do not erase your mistake. Okay. Never erase your mistake in tuition. Ainesh, have you answered the question why molten?
Yeah, so because then there will be the mobile electrons.
There is no electron in solid lead bromide. The charges, molten charges, not molten electrons. Would you please write that down? Right. Would you please write that down?
The molten is solid, right? Or no?
What do you mean by molten is solid? Sorry, what?
I'm confused.
Why do you mean that molten is solid?
It's because I'm referring to this. Then
I'm sorry, the word molten means solid, sorry? Sorry, I'm talking about English here right now. When they say molten lava, what does it mean, molten? To you.
like gooey stuff, like liquefied by heat.
Fair, totally agree with that. So is that solid? By your definition, no need to know other people. Is molten, gooey,
No, it's
liquidy stuff? All right, I also agree with you lah. I think our definition of molten kind of agrees with each other lah. All right, so how does that affect your note? Kirana, are you still stuck? Kirana?
Yeah.
Kirana, how come you cannot cross method this? Cross method this guy. Cross method it. Finish. Is this question okay already?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Right.
I don't know how to do cross method for the
top one. The reason
right
is, now,
one.
why can't you do cross method for the top one? Let's move on to question 7. We have 2 minutes. Try to do that first. Try to start like that. If you don't know what to do, try this. Kirana, why cannot cross method?
Because like if you cross method, then like it won't like
What do you mean? You won't like? Have you tried before? Because I guarantee you it works. But what is the thing that is stopping you? Why are you, reluctant to try? There must be something that you're thinking that doesn't feel right. So what is it?
is it like just cross method that x minus y?
My question is, Kirana, why do you feel it is so wrong or so weird to cross method the top guy? Why?
Like if want to cross method x minus y, then like need to have a variable that is x and like xy.
The guy in the middle, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what I told you last time. So hopefully you'll remember this from now on. The middle guy is 0. Write down as 0. The middle guy does not exist. Oh, it's 0. Write down 0. No problem. You'll be successful one, right? So Ainesh, first question, can or not?
I'm thinking.
No. Kirana, look, Kirana. Your usual way is, look at this. This is here, right? The quadratic is here, right?
Yeah.
This is there. This is like top. Now that I think of it, it should be a minus. Did you do something wrong actually? Oh goodness me. So your cross method was wrong. It was supposed to be a minus here, right? So be careful there, right? Yes?
What's cryolite?
They are supposed to tell you, but they don't, isn't it? Wow. Oh goodness me. They don't tell you what's cryolite. Okay, Ainesh, you're gonna assume that cryolite don't exist first because you're not supposed to know that. It's very weird. It's very weird. So, Kirana, you will fix your cross method at the top later. You do make a mistake lah. There's supposed to be a minus here. Okay, there is supposed to be, so you fix that later. Now, for our side, just imagine, like for example, you can imagine the yellow circle there, and then the blue circle there, if you want to. That's how you do it, right? And then the green guy is 0, and so because there is no green guy, the guy in the middle doesn't exist. Put it as 0 lah. Does that make some sense? Quadratic, put here lah. Quadratic, put here. Just like how you do it. Got square, you put here. Got square, you put here. Correct. No square, put there. Got square, put here. Got square, put here. No square, put there. If you cannot see my color go in and go out, iPad does that.
So if it says molten mixture, that means is there water or red?
Okay, that is a very good question. Molten at 900 degrees lah. They actually tell you that lah. That water or not?
So no, like redo the cross method.
Kirana, put the yellow one here, put the blue one there.
So no,
I'm sorry. Will you try going out just to make sure that what I wrote is there lah? Maybe it's just not there. Inish, 900 degree. I hinted you twice. Got water or not?
No,
Why not?
because 900 degrees.
Correct, correct. And that's how you can be very certain, very certain. Oh, it must be no water.
Yeah. But does it mean that if it's molten mixture of anything, there'll be no water? Or is it
No,
just
it depends on the temperature, to be fair. Because it can be molten below 100. Definitely can one. Lead bromide below 100. So Kirana, what you wrote just now was correct. Why did you erase it?
No, I was confused.
Right. Now, after you write down, now you must write down here 0 lah. Just write down here as 0 first. Now, after you write this down, are you still confused?
Um,
I'm asking you to imagine this as 9x squared plus 0 minus y squared. Yeah. Something like that. At this point, you can do your cross method. Believe me, give it a try. You can do your cross method. And looks good, Kirana. Looks good. Looks good, right? Now, do the same thing. Right? Now, what do you think? Is that 0 or not?
yeah.
So, your cross method is correct. Do you believe me now? Or more likely, do you believe that you can do it? This is correct. Please follow up from this. You will be successful if you apply this. If you do this in the working, you will correct your mistake.
So I erased the previous workings.
No. Like I keep telling you this, right? Do not erase your mistake. If there is a mistake and you're bothered by it, just box it. For example, let me give an example. Just box this. Okay, then say this is wrong. Then just continue below. This may look confusing to you, but you're gonna redo it on paper, right?
Wait, but I thought
Sure.
I thought this one was wrong also.
No, I never. Oh, I'm sorry. The 9 is wrong. That's why I never fully agree with how you do your teacher's method. I never fully agree with that. But I cannot stop you every time. You seem to like doing your teacher's method, even though sometimes you do it wrongly. So I keep stopping you, but you keep doing it. I will let your teacher stop you. My method is simple. I try to convince you that factorization is the more important thing than doing your teacher method. After you factorize, then maybe you can do your teacher method. Is my approach to you right now. Yes, so I believe that this one is wrong because of the 9 also. I do believe that. Actually, the 3 is also wrong. Like it's just really wrong. You're applying your teacher's method in the wrong place. If I'm convincing you and confusing you, just ignore me. Right? I'll let your teacher stop you instead. Because I cannot contradict your teacher. I cannot. I must also follow you. Now, if you want to try the factorization, just jump to here and redo if you're curious Right. So Ainesh, there is only one issue here. I think you're doing it correctly. I think definitely doing correctly. You need to specify where anode and where cathode, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Do you know where? That's the only problem so far. The rest is great. Oh, I mean, you did one mistake.
The method is cathode.
So just write down whether this is correct or not. We will see that very soon. Right? Rather you'll see that. Right. I'll see you tomorrow, Anish.
Oh, yes, one.
Correct. So that one just a little bit off, but other than that seems fine.
See you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Saya di rumah ya, di Jumat saya memantau aja ya. Saya udah tahu. Pecel gimana?
So far, so good, Kirana. So far, so good. Now, my approach is try factorizing first, then maybe you can teacher method. Do you think you can teacher method now? Possible or not? If not, we can do something else. If yes, then please try.
Selamat heboh. Ya mungkin aku sih kepikirnya ya masakan Indo kepikir dari lebih senioritas kalau masak-masak gitu kita. Nah ini Bu Lydia. Mungkin ada ide-ide nanti. Nah, ini salah ngomong deh. Tuh kan? Nggak boleh salah ngomong, ini nggak boleh salah ngomong gitu kan. Nah itu. Ya. Pikiran ayam terus. Loh, ngaco tuh yang orang Jawa.
Okay, Kirana, are you currently checking your answer key?
Oh yeah.
All right. Please tell me whether you're right or not. Yes.
Nasi uduk. Pakai santan gitu sih. Cuma itu sih yang simple sebenarnya. Ayo Vega, kita masak aja gimana Vega?
That's correct.
Really, yeah, you. Oh dear. Kirana, are you sure that your answer key is correct? Are you very sure? Could you please screenshot the answer key? Sorry, I don't mind. Help me do this. Yeah? Let's screenshot the answer key for this one. In case I don't see it, please tell me when you have screenshot or take a picture. Sorry, take a picture. Easier.
Wait. I send you already.
Okay. WhatsApp is it?
Yeah.
Is it 5G?
Yeah.
Since your answer key say that you're correct, I will not conflict with your teacher's method. I will let her explain to you. If she says that you're right, then you're right.
Okay.
But do you see that the double? Okay, maybe I'll say it this way. Do you see that the cross method for the top guy, right? The one that you say seems impossible, but actually you do, right? You do and you can, correct? Yeah. It's actually quite a common thing to do. Do you see that there is helpful and necessary for this question?
Yes.
Remind yourself and next time try to do it again. Whenever you see a square, even though it's only two things, just say to yourself, oh, this guy is 0. Actually, you'll be successful one. Okay?
Yeah.
Give it a try. Yeah? For the last part, I'll let your teacher speak to you. But I think your first part, your double bracket, excellent.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll get more from the class and I will see you on Sunday.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Kirana. Daniel, I can see you, yeah? Can you hear me?
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Kirana. Yes, Daniel. Where were we? Right, the standard deviation thing. Now, can I confirm that still any question for example 1?
So let me just get back.
Yeah.
We have the F, right? We finished F already.
We did not. My summary to F is see how your teacher do it. Is it going to be the laborious method? But the method you already know lah. Just for
You use the graph method on GDC.
Graph.
I think you can input because if you can ask it to find the binomial PDF, you should probably be able to find the standard deviation.
This one I will let your teacher.
That one you can just manually calculate like 0
yeah,
times
we
0.5, 1 times 0.5,
correct. That is by right the method to do lah, but I'm curious what your teacher will say. Right? I mean, let your teacher, I mean, let's see what your teacher say. Right?
Good idea.
Yeah. right? Your question a bit wonky doesn't mean your teacher don't know how to deal with it, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Alright.
example 2 lah. We are at page 6. Now, here's my question to you. If this is in exam, would you think that this is binomial? Read the question first.
Let me see. No, probably not.
Yep. And that is my greatest concern, because if I do it as binomial, you will probably understand, no problem, what you are smart. But the problem is, how do I even know that this is binomial, right? So, but we'll try to answer that later, right? Maybe after 3 or 4 examples, we go back to this and we'll say, do you see that this kind of hints that it's a binomial, something like that, right? Now, another similar question, would you see this as DRV?
So are you writing something?
No. I was asking a question. Would you see this as a DRV?
What do you mean the question is a DRV?
Yeah, would you see it that way?
Probability is confirm either DRV or binomial, right? Basically. I'll probably start by sketching or by writing a table, the X and the PX, and see where I go from there.
Okay, why don't you try?
Wait, no, all sorts are independent of each other.
Which is, in DRV, they're also independent. The X1, X2, whatever, the variables are independent. Yeah. In some sense, my question is, would you see this as PNC, probability, DRV, binomial, or not at all? You will see this as something new. What do you think before we start? I'm just curious.
I could try doing a probability tree.
Right, let's just try. I'm curious because yeah,
shot 1, no hit. Wait, let me just simplify that. Hit, no hit. So probability that is hit is 0.3, 0.7. So then after that you go again. So it's 2 would be
that
8.
feels like yeah, that feels like a tree. Yeah, that feels like the right tree. Yeah.
It just keeps on going until so this is so it should be the top.
Something like that, yeah. Something like
all the way
that.
until
Yes,
you
yes.
get 0.5.
Something like that. I mean, I'm agreeing with your tree. Can you do this with the tree, right? Because the tree seems reasonable, right? Sorry, by the way, the 0.7, should it branch or okay, why do you stop the branch at here? Why does this stop, if I may know? What's your thinking here? Is there any intention?
I think it's easy to just focus on one.
Because the reading of the question is at least once. What does that mean? But if it doesn't hit, does that mean that therefore we should stop? I'm sorry.
Wait,
What
so
are you thinking?
the branching should continue from no hit.
Should it or not? Or what do you think? What do you think?
I'm not very sure what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of throwing out
Right.
guesses.
No, don't erase. No, erase. No, that's fine. That's fine. No, that's fine. What? No, that's fine. That's fine. It's right. No, it seems fine to me. Like I'm just asking, what are you thinking in terms of if you say okay, not sure, then at the very least I'll put a question mark here. Like, okay, maybe it should continue, maybe it shouldn't. Right? At least I put a question mark there. Fair, right? Now, my question is now using this reasonable tree, right, which is a little bit ambiguous on top. Doesn't matter, lah. Okay, at least we know it's ambiguous, lah. Can you use this tree to solve this question without any binomial skill, lah? Is it possible or not?
Let's find the minimum number of shots, right? So let's say you get
something like that. Yep.
So
how many should we try, lah, right? How many times should we try? I guess that's how we can see it, right? And we want at least once and 0.95. Is it possible to just use the tree to do this?
The probability that you do this would be 0.3 times 0.3.
That's definitely twice, right? So once and once, this is twice, right? But I want to highlight to you that this is also at least once already. This is also at least once already, right?
Okay,
this basically this whole branch fulfills once, so at least once already, correct? Basically.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry, you're saying?
Yes, you're correct.
Right. So let's keep these three here for a comparison with the binomial method. Then you will see some advantage. Do you know why I insist to keep the tree? Because the way you draw the tree is super binomial. In your mind, it is already binomial. Binomial simply means something or something prime, not something hit or not hit. That's binomial. Finish one. That's all binomial need. That's all we need to start using the binomial skills. If this makes some sense.
Yeah.
So if your tree is binomial and it keeps on being binomial and independent some more, right? Okay, I mean, you notice that. Then we should give ourselves a chance to use binomial here. Right? We should give our chance. Now, we'll do a comparison with the first one. Yeah? Number one. Okay. So from example one, this is the first one. Do you remember? You extract three numbers from the question, they're given, and then you found this using calculator. That's what happened, correct? Can you hear me, Daniel? Sorry.
Given that probability of success is 0.3.
So example
can I erase the tree?
No. Keep it there. Promise. I promise that the answer won't be long anyway. No, really. Just keep the tree.
Okay, so
I'm writing something here. Did you see that? Did I just wasted my voice? Okay. So
Binom PDF.
you, let's say you binom PDF,
So your
let's say
first one is the amount of trials, right?
right, is the trial given in this question?
No.
Ah, very good. Then write down as a variable. Okay, this is already weird. Okay, what's going on here? Then
Probability that the
success
target
rate,
is hit is
success rate.
0.2.
Okay, 0.3.
Okay.
Then the success.
Wait, sorry, my AirPods died.
Oh, sure.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Right. Let me confirm that this is a question mark. Right? Can you? Okay. It's an A, right? It's an A. Right. Okay. So is the third number given?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Listen to me. Very important. Huh? This 0 comes from I try 7 times to find a defective pen. The chance is half lah each time I try, and then I found no defective pen at all. So how many times were I successful, right? This is how many times were I successful out of the number of trials, correct? The third number is how many times I am successful. And yeah, are you sure that the question doesn't tell you that or give you that?
0.95?
No, that's the amount of times I am successful, not the probability. Like in the first question, 5 pen, 6 pen,
At least once.
0 pen, at least once. How do you, is that, I mean, that's given, but is that the third number?
I'm not sure.
Right. Let me put it another way. Like this is I think the most important thing. Right? So I am rewriting the question for you. Right? The reading of the question is the most important thing. Okay, there. I have changed the question already into something which is more standard. Okay. Which can you do the altered question? When you do this altered question.
0.3 times 0.3.
I fired 9 shots. But at least try your binom skill. Not the manual one. If you could try the calculator. If you could.
Still don't know. I don't understand the last number. The last number is X, right? What's it asking for?
Okay, let me try to compare it with the first question. Yeah?
Asking for your goal.
something. Yeah, let's compare the phrasing side by side first, because once you get this, everything is easy. The problem is getting there. The first part is, or I think that part is the easiest one to understand. Okay. The two phrases compare very well, correct?
Yeah.
Now, can I, is it correct for me to compare this phrase with this phrase? Is it correct for me to do that? You must think. Make sense? Does it make sense for me to compare that?
Yeah.
All right. Now, at least once, right? At least once. Can I compare at least once with anybody here? Is it possible to compare like that?
Maybe less than 3.
I cannot hear you, sorry.
Less than 3.
Less than 3, right? Okay. Less than 3. To make it even more enticing, I'm gonna change that into at most once. We agree that at least once and at most once doesn't sound the same, but I'm changing it to make it even more comparable with less than 3. Remember that in part D you did it very well yourself. I just asked which one's the best and you got it. That's part D. If I change the question to at most once, what does it mean?
I don't understand what you're asking for.
Okay. Less than 3, you answer by yourself, and then I don't think it's a fluke. It means 0, 1, 2. 3 is not included, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not included. Make sense?
So at most once
Means
0.
and wait, I'm just gonna list down everything. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So English, English. Are you sure it is only 0? I'm gonna cross 1. Are you sure that's what the English means? Are you sure that's what this means?
No.
All right, then what do you think it means?
0 and 1.
I would actually agree with you. We are either both correct or we are both wrong. Either way, we are together. And in this case, you would know what to do already, right? What will you do if it is 0 and 1? Would you do binom PDF? Would you do binom CDF? Would you do manual? What do you do?
CDF.
CDF what? CDF 0, CDF 1, CDF 2.
CDF 1.
And I would agree with you, either we are both right or we are both wrong. Now, let's go back to the question. The question is at least once. I'm going to repeat the same process. At least once, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you decide, what does the English at least once mean? It is a reading issue here, not math.
1 to infinity.
Are you sure it's to infinity? Because I changed the question to, I already say I fired 9 shots.
1 to 9.
1 to 9. So now, and I would agree with you, either we are both right or both wrong. Obviously, you have done this type, you have not done this type. But what do you think? Will this give you any trouble? Do you know how to do this one, which we both agree upon?
Can do cumulative PDF 9.
PDF1 to PDF9, which is superbly troublesome, but you can do that.
CDF 9 minus CDF 0.
Which I will definitely choose to do that. Definitely, I will choose to do that. And now you know why I bother to do the CDF minus CDF in question 1. Now, would you please try CDF 9 minus CDF 0?
Why? Okay, sure.
You
can.
still want to ask why, right? Have I ever asked you to do something useless?
Will the number of trials be 10?
No. 9 shot really means 9.
But there's trial 0 also.
No, that's not trial 0. That's success. No success out of the 9 trial. So because when I shoot 1 shot, if I shoot 1, the probability goes 0 or 1. 0 success or 1 success. I hope that makes some sense. The 0 doesn't mean I try 10 times. That's not what it means. I shot 9, I either succeed 0 or succeed once. A very nice number, and that would be 0.95 something lah. Right. By no coincidence, this number fulfills the original question by no coincidence at all. Meaning, if this is CDF1, this will be lower than 0.95, I am pretty sure. That means we are currently both correct here. We are currently correct in thinking like this. You are correct. And I didn't actually tell you what is correct and wrong. You kind of figured it out yourself. I did help a little bit. And so far so good. I hope this does not feel very useless because we will be tackling the original question now.
Okay.
Right?
I get where you're trying to head towards, I think.
Right. And trust me, some questions are just dealt like this one. I just list down this and then I figure out which one is not, and then I can do it already. That's the only working I need to do it for a lot of questions. Okay. Now, example 2, he make a jump. I will call this, he just inverse because the moment you don't tell one of the numbers here, it feels difficult. It's not really true. It's not really true. So the only issue with this question now that you're facing is that you don't know how to deal with this. Hey, I don't know this number. What am I supposed to do, right? That's the issue here. So how am I dealing with this? That's the only issue. Before we deal with that, you gotta be convinced first that this number is given and this number is also given. You gotta be at least convinced with that first. That is my concern before you tackle how to find this number. Okay, original question. Is this number given or not? And is this number given or not? I would agree with you. So to handle the at least, I will say something like that just to be accurate, right? Okay. How about the other green box? Given or not? Wait, what? Let me think, what would you choose to here? Yeah, this question is too big of a jump. Yeah? This question is too big of a jump. Now that I think of it, I'm very surprised that question number 2 is like this. This is too much of a jump from question 1. Now I'm going to give you an option, see whether it makes sense to you, right? Yeah, because I feel that this is too big of a jump. I am going to rely on this. Because this is what at least 1 means, right? Okay, so I'm going to do this now. How about, yeah, I feel that this is such a big jump. Why don't they just go slowly? Goodness me. Binom CDF. I don't know. That's my question mark. 0.3. 0 less than 0.05. This is how I would approach it. Does this make some sense?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Question jumps too far. Now look. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Correct? That's what you want. I do not want to do PDF 1 to until 9. I do not want that. Okay? I just want to get rid of 0. Okay? That's what I want to do, right? That's what I understand from the question. At least once means it's not 0. It's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, 8, 9. Correct? So rather than focusing on 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, I choose to focus on 0. Because this whole thing, 1 to 9 is 95%, right? 1 to 9 is 95%. Therefore, 0 is 5%. Simple, right?
I guess.
Therefore, I can simplify my work and say, I want the binom CDF 0. I want my binom CDF 0 to be less than 5%. I would fulfill the question. Rather than me doing binom BDF 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, blah, 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 bigger than 0.95. I would rather do this. I suspect this is what your teacher will do also. My goodness, this is too much of a jump though. Am I making any sense here? If not, just say so.
Okay, how about you try telling me what to do, and I see if I understand what the hell you're talking about.
All right.
So how do I find this? This is the, as far as I understand, this is like is for the specific case, the probability of the thing happening. Right. So like just now, the probability was 0 in the no defective pens. On the this last number was 0 in no defective pens because it's only true of 5. If there are no defective pens, the amount of defective pens is 0. So in this question, it's amount of shots hit.
Yeah,
right?
hit. hit. Yeah.
And in this
And-
case, for this thing to be true, it needs to be hit positive at least once.
So let me repeat that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
8, 9. But
Which
you
is like
don't
a
know.
lot.
You don't know the answer.
Oh, which makes it worse.
It could
Which
make
makes it
like
worse.
just greater or equal
Correct.
to 1.
It's worse. It's worse.
But
So
that's
you have
a
to deal
range.
with.
That's not a value. So I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to put
That's
that
why
into
I
a
deal with
calculator.
0. You are correct, Daniel. That's why
Okay,
I
so
chose the
my logic
easier
is
method
correct.
and deal with 0. Correct. You
So now
don't know.
use the inverse of binomial. PDF.
Correct. That's it. That's the easy way. Deal with 0. Flip everything. Happy what? Happy life.
Oh, okay.
Happy life. Precisely
So
my point.
You're saying binomial CDF, but for the opposite. Then you do 1 minus.
Yes. So I just have to deal with 0 and I flip it to 5%. My life is good lah.
Okay, so 5% chance
At
of
most, right?
not
At
hitting
most. Yeah. At
target
most.
after a amount of shots.
Yeah, which now I can deal with now lah, because I have fixed my third number. Because the third number is so troublesome. I agree with you. Totally agree with you. This is too much of a jump for a question, and yet you seem to understand.
You can inverse binomial CDF.
Let's pretend that I won't touch that. I
Was
will
it
pretend not
PDF or
to touch.
Doesn't really matter, right?
Because CDF and PDF for 0 is the same thing, so it doesn't matter. Lah. But only for 0, okay, it doesn't matter. Lah.
The cumulative probability is 0.3. Number of trials is unknown.
I will basically just table it, Basically
what?
I will table it instead of doing an inverse. Lah. But if you want to do inverse, also fine, no problem.
How do you table it?
I mean, I'm so sorry. I just speak. I don't even know how to operate a GC. But to me, I'll simply try to put in numbers here, which is to say just table. So it's table. Okay, what happens if this is 1? What happens if this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? You go until you see a number less than 5%. So basically, I'm going to table from 1 until, I don't know, 20 lah. And then I just find the first number where it reaches less than 5%. That's how my logic will think. Of course, using an inverse binomial PDF also, CDF, is there an inverse CDF? I think there's an inverse CDF. You correct me if I'm wrong. But the way I do it is I'll just use a table logic.
So my table should use binomial or inverse binomial?
If I use table, I'll use binomial, not inverse. So
binomial PDF?
CDF and PDF in this case doesn't matter. Only in this case because 0. Only 0.
So let's say binomial PDF. The number of trials would be what?
Is X lah. I don't know X lah. The point is it will be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. I just keep trying lah.
And the probability of success will still be 0.3.
Of course. And the number is 0. And then the 0.05 will appear on the table. I don't input it. I look for it in the table. I look for a number which is less than 5%.
Just invalid input.
So look like this. Let's do this manually for that. Let's pretend that I don't even know table. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Very quick one. This is very quick. I just binom CDF or PDF, whatever. 1, 0.30. Just try that. Please. 1.
Okay, trying now.
Right, which is a very super far off number, right?
Binom CDF
1, 0.30. Just type, you get a number already.
Upper bound is 0, so
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, got it.
Right, so the number is obviously something big.
0.7.
All right, 0.7 is so far from 5%, right? Okay, so I mean, I will tempt you to not try 2 lah, right? Why bother? It's very far, Try. Let's pretend that you don't know the answer is 9. So you try some other number which is bigger than 1, but not yet close to 9. For example, I'll tell you to try 5 lah. Just try 5. Let's put this as 5 now. How does that work?
0.16.
All right. What do you think? 5 is closer than 1, right? Okay, that makes sense, right?
Mhm.
So since you think 0.16 is very close to 5, then you start trying 6 and then 7 and then 8 and then 9. Where I mean, I'll summarize this as a table method lah, and then suddenly from 8, you just try 8 lah. Just try 8. So what does 8 give you?
0.0576.
Which tells you that maybe the next number will be correct. Oh, wait, which you know that 9 will be correct. Okay. A table method is just basically I'm going to try so many numbers on this position. That's all it means, what, right?
0.40.
Yeah, which is what you did here. If you still remember, this is what you did there. You already did that. There you go. Yeah. That's why the answer is correct. Of course, there's inverse medium plane. Of course, we should talk about inverse binomial, of course. But I'm pretending to not know that so that hopefully I'm showing you something useful. Hopefully lah. Right?
Wait, let me try using inverse binomial.
Oh, please do. You must learn about it anyway. Right? And please confirm that there is also inverse CDF, not just inverse PDF. Am I correct? They are both. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I can't remember that one. I'm so sorry.
So the cumulative probability is what?
Cumulative is cumulative, no? Like 0, 0, or 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, you know? 0,
In this case, it'd be 0.3. Right.
Oh, the probability. Oh, yeah, the probability is 0.3. Sorry. Probability of success, right?
Then what would the cumulative probability be?
Oh, this guy. That guy.
0.05.
Yeah.
Successes will be what you're trying to find.
How many successes? In this case, 0, I guess.
0.
Probability.
Answer is 9. Yeah, the answer is 9.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. How many trials? 9. Yep.
So I just write down big.
Please.
So 0.05.
So what you learn here is that inverse binomial is useful to find the number of trials. And that's the only thing inverse binomial can do. Just want to say that. The number of trials. It is a very useful thing, but it is limited that way. Yeah. So just want to say.
So it's a two-step question. First, you identify that the inverse probability would be 1 minus 0.95.
To make your life easier. Yeah.
Then 2 slap it into inverse binomial.
Because you know that they don't give you the trial. They're asking you for the trial. Now you know that inverse binomial is to find the trial, which is a very useful knowledge.
So the inverse requirement would be 0. Because at least once to 0 is inverse.
That's not what the inverse binomial function means that I keep telling you, right? That's not what it means. That there are two types of inverses here, right? First is I inverse the at least once, but they don't call that inverse. Secondly, I use inverse binomial to find the trial.
Yeah. Okay.
Never mind. The moment you do other question, you will see for yourself. This is very good already for you. For example, to like super good. This is super good. We have 1 minute. Shall we try example 3?
Nah, not really.
All right then. Then shall we call it a day for now?
Okay, sure.
Right.
I will stare at this question for a while. So.
Feel free to try maybe one more by yourself. You may surprise yourself positively, right? Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe. I'll see you on Sunday. Good job for today.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.